Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing, coming to you with the first project for my Your Creative Studio subscription box. They contacted me and asked me if I would do an unboxing and create some stuff with their products, and they're phenomenal. So if you haven't already checked out the unboxing, you can go ahead and hop on over and take a look at that. We will be looking at things again because I'm going to kind of sort through and decide what I want to use today. So I'm going to start with creating a masterboard or two masterboards, letter size pieces, and then I will be probably embossing those, not like heat embossing, but embossing with my embossing folders and creating some pockets and tags and things like that with this masterboard. So let's get going without any further ado. I'm going to use my glue stick because I do have some tissue paper items in here that I want to use, and I'm feeling like this is going to be, I might go back and forth between my white glue and this glue. So again, these are the stamps that came in this particular box, so we will be using those to do some stamping. I have other ones over here from a previous box that I might incorporate as well. So this was the washi tape that came with it, so we'll be using a little bit of that. And then I was trying to think of a way to organize all the little bits and keep them from getting really messy, you know, and bent and ruined and things. So they're all in these little envelopes. So I didn't write what's on it because I want to be able to reuse the envelopes. So I'm just going to set those aside for now. And then these are some of the bigger pieces, some vintage papers and things like that we'll be using. And this is the tissue paper I was talking about. We'll definitely be using some of that. There's 4 pieces there, I believe. And then these are the papers. And I did, again, go over this in the unboxing, but we'll be pulling some of these as well to use potentially. So, in fact, let's just go ahead and start pulling some stuff out and see what we have. I'm trying to think about the journal that I'm making. So I definitely want to use the book page one, or the books rather. And I want to use that one. So I think that's probably plenty. Oh, this one's really pretty too, though. Let's use 4. And I'm going to use a little bit of this paper. This is a transparency, which I cannot wait to use. I think I'm going to use it in my Paris Rose journal and maybe make a pocket out of this and stitch it into my journal, because isn't that just fabulous? Look at the detail on that. Yay! So I'm going to set that aside. We're not going to use it today. And these were just some book stickers. And so let's get some of these papers as well. I want some different tones here. I don't do Alice in Wonderland, so that's not going to happen. Let's see what we go. This is a gray. Oh, that's Rabbit Hole, though. Down the rabbit hole. This is all. We use a dictionary page. I just don't do Alice in Wonderland. It's problematic for me, so I apologize. I need to skip over that. And let's see what else. I don't really want any anatomy. Yay. And that's a different dictionary page, so let's do that. Well, you know what? Yeah, I don't want to use that Alice paper. And that's no offense at all to this product or anything. It's just a personal thing for me. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, let me, before my fingers get sticky, let's pull out some of these other little bits too to add to. We may not use everything, but we'll see. So I'm just going to kind of pull a few pieces of each one. That should be good. Actually, I think I want this lighter one. It's a little bit different tone. And I do apologize, this is going to take a long, because I want to make sure I get everything back in the envelope so I don't trash anything. And then these are the spines. Aren't these beautiful? Look at these spines. They're so pretty. Let's see, I think I want that one. I have to figure out how to release them though, because they're stickers, but I'm having trouble with that. So let's get a couple of these. There we go. And how about the blue one? So we'll use those. We might grab for more. Oh, here's a great one too. It's a Christmas one though. but let's grab it. We'll see. I hope you guys are having a great start to the new year. I am. It's always nice to kind of, you know, reset after the holidays and, you know, get, you know, homes and things back in order. I'm definitely using this green because this is one of the primary colors in the journal. Let's do those 3 pieces and we'll see where we land. Feeling like I want to grab, well, we've got paper here. We should be able to cover this. So I was going to grab some of my own, you know, vintage paper for background, but I think we're going to be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and, I've got 2 pieces of paper. This is just a heavier stock of copy paper, and we're going to use that. And so we're going to start by putting down some of these. We're going to be going over the edges here. Actually, let me bring the other paper over and I'll try to arrange both at the same time, even though you won't be able to see all of that. So I'm going to grab my tear ruler really quick. I'm going to stop tearing there because I don't want to tear too much and not need it all. So we're just going to start gluing on because this is it's hard to just start getting the papers on and stop kind of scrutinizing what we're doing. Just get the papers on. This is the key. So let's go ahead and put this kind of in the middle-ish. Fumble fingers here. What I really like about these papers is they're very thin, and so they're great for collage. I think I mentioned that in the unboxing. Really great to work with. I feel like I need to tear this one a little bit more. It's a little bit big for this size of a master board. It's really important to not treat your supplies as precious, so precious that you won't use them. So I'm really looking at these going, oh, do I really want to use them in collage? But it's just important to do what, you know, what pleases you, like what, you know, just visually what makes you happy, and don't worry about the preciousness of the supplies. So I'm reaching over here to some of the bits that I didn't need to tear because they're smaller. may go over this with some Distress Collage Medium in the vintage color. I think that would be really pretty, but we'll see. We don't actually need to use that because we can use our ink to do that. So let's see. That's really pretty. I don't want to use the whole thing though because I don't want to waste it if I don't have to. Oops. Sorry if that, I think my husband just came in and turned the TV on, so it's a little bit loud on the other side of the wall. I want to make sure I get some of this green on here because it's a primary color in the journal. It's really lovely. Let's go ahead and get it up here. Oops. And how about down here? Very nice. So do we need anything else? We've got a little bit of pink here too. I think I do want to add, bring in some of the pink into this design as well because pink is another primary color in the journal. And I don't want to cover that up. I don't want to cover that up. I'm not a big fan of glue sticks, so that's why I'm struggling a little bit. They are nice and convenient though for getting things stuck down kind of quickly. And let's see what else we've got here we can bring in color-wise. Oh, these books are beautiful. Look at that. Let's go ahead and put them up here. Uh-oh, tore my paper. Not a big deal. Apologize, the TV is loud, you guys. He's been working outside, taking down Christmas lights and such. He deserves a break. It's always nice to get things back in order, you know, the trees down and, you know, back to kind of more normal routines a little bit. Getting there. Okay, I think that's, I'm going to just trim off these excess bits here and just get them out of the way. And then we'll put a few more things on the front, and then we're going to do a layer of matte medium, I believe, on the top. There we go. Let's see, we need something else here for the other elements. So let me grab, I don't want any of the stamps. Where are my little tickets? Really like the tickets. So we do have that one we can use. And then thinking I want to use that other green one. Maybe this green one. Led Zeppelin. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and get her up there. And this other ticket. There we go. Let's do a couple of these little spine things. Where do we want this other one? How about we just put it over here? Why not? There we go. So now the debate is, do we want to put any of this on? I don't think we do. I feel like it would be wasted in this case. So, but before we do a layer of matte medium, I'm going to go ahead and do some stamping. So let me grab my matte medium here. You guys use what you normally like to use for collage and for sealing. I just like to get the surface sealed as well. And I am going to clear some space over here so that I don't put my master boards and get my table all sticky off to the side here. And then we will have to dry, and then we'll be back. So I'm going to go ahead and set this to music and let you just watch. Go. So we're going to go ahead and use some vintage photo archival ink to just ink this up and just give it some more of a vintage feel. And you're going to notice it's going to like catch on the edges of the papers and also on the wrinkles, if there are wrinkles in the masterboard. There we go. Let's do the other one. I am going to pause for just a little bit because I want to make sure that this is completely dry before I start cutting into it with my die cuts. So I will be back shortly. Okay, so I think we're ready to move on. So I'm going to get these in camera here. And oh, we got some edges hanging over. Didn't cut off. I'm not too concerned about the glue, the adhesion here, because I'll probably stitch on these when I'm done. I probably won't do that on camera, but the idea here is we're going to go ahead and do, I forgot the stamping. I think I'm going to use this one as a focal image as well on one of the journal cards or pockets or whatever I do, as well as this one. I think this one would be really nice, fussy cut, but I'm going to use her too on the surface here. I completely forgot to do that. Need to grab a square block because I have no idea. I've not figured out how these work. Like, you know, you don't peel that off, so I guess you have to use some glue to adhere these to a block to stamp with them. That's what I'm going to try anyway. If you guys know how those work, I would love to hear, but this works as well. So I'm going to use my black archival ink. This is, again, archival, so it is not going to smear or run. And my block is not quite big enough, but I think it's going to be okay. So there we go. New stamps often do this. They're really sticky. Just wiping off both the front and the back of that. I'm not a good caregiver for my stamps, so unfortunately that is the truth. So let's go ahead and use this little baby. I think I'm gonna have to use the same block though because it's kind of bigger than the other one. I don't know where. Oh, there they are. Those are still small though. I was looking around to see if I could find my bigger ones, but I'll have to look for those later. So let's go ahead and put this girl on. She's very, very cute. Very, very cute. How about we put her right here? We can put her in a couple places. I might pull in some of the other bits from the other subscription box that I mentioned earlier. And let's do one more of her. Because these are, again, going to be cut up, so they're not going to be, you know, the designs are not going to stay together. She is lovely. Isn't she beautiful? Okay, let's put her on here as well. I think I'm good with that. Again, I'm going to wipe it off, get that glue off the back side. I'm not going to use this one today, another time. And then there was another one in here that I thought would be fun. This is like a postage one. that I thought would be cool for this. Oh, I guess these do kind of well, maybe I still have glue on there, that's why. I just don't know how they're supposed to stick to anything to stamp with them. If you guys know, please let me know in the comments. And I'll show you photos at the very end of everything cut up into journal cards and inked and such to really accentuate that texture. But right now I don't want to waste any more of your time doing mundane things. So there we go. So I've got my machine. I'm just going to pull her over like so. And oh, I guess I need to cut this first. Hold on. I'm just going to guess. I'm not measuring. I know what will fit in the machine. I believe it's 6 inches. So it should be good. I'm going to go right at the edge of that green. Sorry if that's a little bit off camera. There we go. That should work. That will fit in there. Barely. Let's do the same with the other one. These are going to be gorgeous. I'm really pleased with this. Really pleased with this. There we go. And then we're going to get the machine in view here. Not that you guys probably don't know how to do this. I'm sure that you do. So one of my favorite embossing folders to use for this technique is this script. It's Indescript. It's an Indescript script. Really, really fun. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here, and then we'll flip it or do some other embossing with another embossing folder on the bottom, whatever this doesn't actually cover. I think my first, let's see, no, I have to change my little sandwich here. I'm just waffling all over the place today. I think it's just would be a normal embossing folder. And then I'm just going to slide that in there. And actually, I probably will ink these for you guys so you can see it. Whoops, I guess I need my plates. Goodness gracious. Some days, you know how it goes. It's like, goodness gracious. Where's the memory? Where's the ability to check? There we go. Oh, that's not the right one either. I thought for sure that was the one. We'll go down one more. Again, sorry about that, guys. There we go. Yeah. There she goes. It's a little bit hard to see until we ink it, but you can kind of see that embossing. Come on, focus. There we go. There's our embossing. So I'm going to go ahead and speed the video up and turn the music on, and you guys can watch me do a little bit more embossing on these, and I will be right back. Okay, so we have one more and then we will be done. And again, I will ink and I will cut them up into journal cards and such. I probably won't like embellish them and decorate them for the pictures, but I will get them, get some pictures up for you guys. So let's find another folder. Oh, this diamond one would be probably pretty, a little bit different than what I normally use. Let's see, I'm going to have to cut this one because, come on, I think it needs to be on the other level as well. There we go. Plate. So I think I really want that to be bigger. I'm going to go back to this other one because I don't want to lose any of this paper if I don't have to. Although my journal, this Paris Rose journal, is going to be a 5x7 inch journal, so it's going to be a little bit different size than what I normally do, but that's all right. And so this needs to go back to the other layer. There we go. Just have one more little piece. I want to make sure that we capture this corner over here because it's a substantial little bit there. But how do we do that? Well, we're going to just have to go over what we already did, which is fine. It's not gonna matter. Nobody's going to notice, I don't think. Okay, I'm just going to show you a close-up of each of these really quick, and then I'm going to let you go. Uh-oh, we got all torn. Oh my goodness, that makes me sad. That makes me very sad. Get rid of this stuff. Look at that. It got shredded in the machine, so let me trim that off really quick because that makes me very sad. I'm not sure what I did wrong there, but it was definitely not the right thing to do. So I'm just going to trim that broken edge off, and it's probably going to be fine because my journal pages are 5 inches, so that's going to actually be okay. I'll put this in my scraps to make a dangle or something out of, so it is okay. So this is the close-up of this one. Really beautiful. And then this one. And two more. This one. I love the dots. They're really pretty. So we are done. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.